Let's talk about the Celine Triumph bag. Is it worth it? I would love to know. So let's head over to store and check it out. Hello everyone, welcome back to another mommy review where I review all things for the love of. Today I'm heading to the store to check out the Celine Triumph bag. Now, I know this bag has been around for a while and it pays tributes clearly to the brand's Parisian roots, but I honestly haven't gone a closer look at it until I went shopping recently to Celine, which you can check out that video separately in my YouTube channel. Now, before I head into a full review of this bag, if you like the content on this channel, it will mean so much if you consider giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. And that's about it. Thank you so much for considering. Let's head right into the video for this bag review. Now, this bag kind of boasts the Triomphe emblem, which is a symbol that's been used across the brand since like the 1970s. So I love the heritage, the history behind it. The emblem is supposedly inspired by the chain surrounding the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, often referred to, I think it's like a variant of like a classic box bag. I love how sleek it looks, the back boxy silhouette with a long shoulder strap. I feel like it's such a classic, something I've seen from like time and time again in different generations for my mom, and even before that. Like, it's just a classic silhouette that seems to test well through time in general. As you can see, it offers in many different sizes and material, and it just doesn't seem to go out of style in my opinion. This one is currently priced at $3,100. You can see there's the emblem in the front, and you have to use one hand just to hold on to the two sides to unbuckle it. I am a little bit worried about over time you go in and about the bag quickly without like being too careful, you might scratch up that hardware easily. But that's something that I think you just have to be okay with. So it does come in like leathers and canvas and all types of different fabric. You can see this one is the canvas on the outside, but it is lined with leather on the inside. It's not an accordion style bag for this one, so you can see that it doesn't like open super wide. So what you see is basically the space you get. You can't really overstuff the bag. You can see on the side here there's no feet, very slimming. I think this next one is more of a classic feel. This is like a faux leather with chain. It's currently priced at $3,400 Canadian. I love this really sleek, beautiful shine to the black leather. My only concern is about how it will wear over time, how it's gonna wear with scratches and dents. It has this really strong magnetic closure, which is really nice. I find that I do have to like move the flap around a little bit to make sure it fits properly before the magnet really clicks. That's just one thing you have to kind of watch out for. So you can see the chain is not detachable, it's just as it is. But I think that the gold on black just looks so classic and beautiful. It's a great choice, and the arc is in black in that particular one, so if you want something that's a little bit more stealthy, more minimalistic, that might be a great choice. Heading to the website, just want to show you before we head back to the store, there are quite a number of different versions of the same bag. You can see there's the teen version, this comes in lizards, it comes in like chain or like a leather strap. There's a trapeze one with like this shiny calfskin that's new from the runway. I see a lot of like east-west style bags now that are a little bit more, not as tall but a little bit longer. And then there's the chain shoulder, Triumph and suede. But there are a number of different sizes and materials, as you can see. And you know, when a brand comes out with all these different colors and like materials, it is a popular style. Okay, so anyways, just want to show you on the website that there is just so many variety to the Triumph bag. So when we talk about this bag in general, like, it's not it's kind of like a general collection. On the website itself, I think like it just looks stunning, but you really have to head to the store to kind of see how it looks and feels sometimes for me personally. And I know some of you don't have access to a Celine boutique, so I hope this video will be helpful for you by me heading to the store and giving you a better perspective of how the bag looks like in person. I do have some concern about the wear, which I did see it in some of the display bag, which I'll show you shortly, which if you're worried about dents and such on these bags, this might not be the perfect bag for you if that's going to be something that bothers you if you scratch it. I'll show you in a sec some of the display bags and how that fares. But it looks like it's a very simple and classic design. Here, just want to show you a closer look. There's actually an inner slit, kind of like apartment that you can put some items in rather than just the one big compartment on the inside with the zipper pocket in the back. This is in this lambskin lining with the gold finishing. So yeah, I think the red is also really beautiful. I don't own a red bag in my collection, but I feel like it could be such a signature piece that can add a sparkle to your wardrobe. If you're like me, someone who's more of a plain Jane in terms of like wearing black and neutral colors, having like a signature bag makes it really like the outfit a lot more put together. This one is in pine green, which is like a different color compared to the black one I showed you earlier with the snap button closure. But just looks so stunning in pictures. Not that it is not in person, but there's a couple that is in the teen size that is in the canvas, which I think is equally gorgeous. I love the canvas canvas for Celine. I think that the white and the tan are equally beautiful. I think it's a great alternative to the Louis Vuitton canvas, because I just feel like that print, I'm just a little bored of it over time and just want something a little bit different. And I think Celine has a lot to offer in terms of something still like a little historical significance, so like heritage and like a beautiful classic. Okay, so that's a quick review of what they have on the website. I want to head right back to the store and show you some of the bags in person. I hope you like these types of reviews where I kind of show you what's on the website and then show you directly how the bag looks like in person. If you have any suggestions or how I can format these videos in a different way, let me know. But anyways, heading straight back to the store. This is the teen size in the shiny calfskin. You can see the leather's beautiful with this gold chain. It's not like an antique gold chain color. Definitely has a bright gold shine to it. I'm just being careful when I'm opening it. Definitely a little bit harder with one hand, but I think it'll be easier if you use two. See, one big compartment inside with a zipper compartment in the back. There's not a lot of give to the leather. It's quite stiff because it is a newer bag. So here, making it stand. Actually, I find it a little bit harder for the bag to stand on its own. It's not like a bag that it's like has feet on the bottom and it's also curved, so it makes it a little bit difficult to stand. But here you can see the two colors with the gold chain. The gold chain is actually quite it's a good weight, but it does add to the weight of the bag. So you can see in the bottom there's no feet, but because of how rigid the shape is, it does like stand on its own. I love light color bags because I think it's great for summer and is really good for pairing with all types of wardrobe. The unfortunate thing is just like if there's anywhere on the bag, a white bag will show right away. So that's one thing that I'm a little bit worried about. Here's the slip pocket that I mentioned that's in the front. That it's probably harder for you to see on the website. So there you go. So you can see that I can nicely close the clasp with one hand. And then they also have these beautiful colors. And I promised you I was going to show you some wear on the bag that you should be mindful of when you're shopping for this bag, so you can watch out for it. And these are bags that are brand new. They have not been out and about in the wild. Like there shouldn't be really dings or like any dents on it, but like it's happening at the store, so it's more likely it's going to happen to you. So here, first thing you need to check out is the hardware on the side, if there's any scratches on it. It's actually really easy to see where, because the leather is so smooth. But here you can see, as you're opening it up, the inside of the flap is one area you should worry about, because like sometimes there are dents that are created by the chain, or like by depending on how you fit your belongings inside. So you need to really watch out for it, and I'll show you shortly. So having a closer look, I mean, like, when you get a brand new bag, you want to see that like there's no scratches or anything on it, but like you're bound to get some wear on it over time if you're actively using the bag, which is really the main purpose of buying a bag, right? So you can utilize it. And some of these marks may be called beauty marks. They're things that remind you of when the time that you used that bag, and the occasion you went to, and the people that you met, and the events that happened. So just keep that in mind. But here I'm just opening up the flap. You can see that there is some obvious scratch marks. If you look closely, it's actually, the sales associate told me, is from the strap and how it was stored. She has a brand new one in the back, but just something to watch out for when you're purchasing this bag. So hopefully you enjoyed this Celine Triomphe handbag review. I'd love to hear from you if you think this bag is worth it. And with that said, thank you so much for joining me on this handbag review. I'll see you next time in another mommy review. Take care and stay safe.